Everyone, welcome back. It's Melanie, your She Shed Scrapper. So today I am back with a one-page layout using the Hey Handsome collection from Close to My Heart. Unfortunately, I believe supplies are running low, so if you do like what you see, definitely go check out what is still available and see if it's something that you can use. I just absolutely love this collection, and I'm so glad that I was able to snatch it up. So definitely take a look at what is available still. So I am going to use this kind of tweed looking paper for my border. I wanted to use more of the blacks and greens and kind of the paprika colors that are in this collection, just to kind of try to match my photos a little bit. I'm going to be using these 3 photos here. They are quite similar, and I decided I was going to try to use them at an angle, which I know that part of them will be cut off, but not very much actually. I was very pleased with that. I decided to leave a little white space in between each photo to kind of make it look like it was backed almost, just to separate them. Because the photos are too similar, I wanted a little separation between them. So I am going to line them up like that, and then I've had this idea in my mind for quite a while, and I have just not really figured out how to continue on from this point, I guess. So because the photos are at an angle, the 12 by 12 length of the paper will not work. It's just a little bit too short. So what I decided to do is take strips of the paper, cut them shorter, and just kind of stagger them across the page, just using different colors and whatnot. The 2 that I have down there already, the stars and then the green, those are actually zip strips. So then I just went ahead and cut a different scrap piece that I had into that 1/2 inch width, and just like I said, kind of just staggered them across the page just so that it would reach the whole 12 by 12 length. That is the problem kind of with having them at an angle, which is kind of why I did the border, because if you look at the top right and the bottom left, there is a little bit of space where you can see that border, just because the photos don't reach all the way to the edge of the paper either. So that's just kind of why I did that. And then I decided to add a second strip and stagger the papers again, and kind of just made sure that where the seam was, I added a different one on top of that, if that makes sense. Just so I knew that they were staggered and that they weren't just kind of lined up right on top of each other. With this layout, embellishing happened to be quite simple. I am giving myself grace and not making myself do that visual triangle every single layout. If you watched my layout on Be Happy, I kind of went into detail where it gets kind of frustrating when I try to follow the so-called rules, and quite honestly, there are no rules. This is for you. This is a hobby, and we shouldn't feel pressured to kind of conform, I guess, or do what everybody else does. So I kind of went off and kind of expanded on that in the Be Happy layout. So check that out. It is a cute layout. So I used the sticker that says Brothers at the top. I'm going to use that, and then decided to use the stamp that coordinates with this collection, and it's Fresh Humor Served Daily is the stamp I decided to use. I stamped it in pine, just on the white daisy, and this has a thin cut with it, so I cut that out real quick and really like the way that turned out. I also there's a baseball cap stamp and thin cut, and really wanted to use that because I haven't used that yet, but just decided to use this instead. I thought it was perfect for these photos. They crack each other up and themselves up too, and so the Fresh Humor Served Daily was just perfect for that. So that is gonna kind of go at an angle, kind of a diagonal from that top cluster. And then I had 2 of these circular kind of tabs left over on the sticker sheet. So I am just going to kind of layer them underneath of that stamped image. And the brothers I did pop up on some foam tape. And so really, quite honestly, embellishing is almost done. I decided to use some of the acrylic shapes that are with this collection as well. I thought they were just adorable, and so I used that little mustache at the bottom and just thought it looked so cute down there, and then added a bow tie at the top. Not really anything to do with the photos, but I love these acrylic pieces and thought they were super cute and wanted to use them up. So now just to finish up the layout, I am going to add, there's like this little paprika tab. I wanted something else in that cluster at the top, so I added that. And then just I'm adding a couple of stars sprinkled throughout the layout. So again, I kept embellishing really simple because there are the 3 photos and didn't really think it needed much more than the 2 clusters. So I hope you guys enjoyed this layout. I will have the link down below for the collection, so definitely check that out, and we will see you next time. Bye, guys.